Anyway, Big Tom Tom at the top, Moonshake by Can, krautrock classic. And then into another one, Hello Gallo by New, I'm getting that wrong.
Noi, I'd say.
Noi. Man, Tom, how was your first krautrock experience?
It was unbelievable.
Whoa.
Yeah, I thought I might have been getting sold like just a bit too much, but no, I must admit I thoroughly enjoyed both of those tracks. Nah, and honestly, I have a real appreciation for what it must have been like in that early phase where you're getting like a new smorgasbord of sounds to work with, and they're completely experimenting. And like you said, Matt, it's like overs in terms of what you might expect from a song today, but that's it. It's like the original, like, how go these sounds? And
I can add
every
this,
second
and this,
one,
and this.
it just like compounds to that moment of like, how sick was that? And never heard it before.
So let's move now. Let's move now into True Love.
Yes.
So I was listening to the pod you did with Nadia, and I loved you kind of talking about just like how cool you thought she was when you first met her. Like I imagine this like Melbourne woman, and you're from WA, and it's like different worlds. But I felt the same way about my partner. I was just like, she was so intimidatingly cool. I knew her years before we knew each other. There used to be a really cool little bar in the city called St. Jerome's. It ended up being Laneway Festival. If you know Laneway Festival, it started from St. Jerome's.
Really? Wow.
You could go there underage. You could get like a long neck and a toasty for like $7 and smoke durries, and it was just like when you're a kid, like it was just like the coolest place ever. And she used to work there. I think like the Temper Trap boys worked there too, and she was like a bit of a rock chick, and she'd wear that like cute little rocker hat. Anyway, I didn't know her back then, but I knew her. She didn't know me. And then we knew each other. My ex and her ex were really good friends. And then I had like a weird summer where I was playing a lot of Monopoly and inviting people over and like getting pretty wasted. Yeah, sorry.
Have you had one of those summers, Tom? Because I've had one of those summers.
Not specifically on Monopoly, but Catan was
faster.
That was the choice. That was the game of choice.
Yeah. So we were doing that, and I was dating this woman at the time, and Sivan somehow came along, and me and her had this weird like tension of like primary school being mean to each other, like both sickly competitive people. So Monopoly never ended well because we're both so competitive. Anyway, that relationship ended, and I was like, this Sivan woman, she's interesting. Like there's something there. But we were just so mean to each other whenever we saw each other. So we came up with this dumb idea. I was like, hey, Sivan, why don't we just like hang out and build our own version of Monopoly? Because like you've been to the UK, but when I play Monopoly, I'd like to like have places that like I actually care about. So we began this kind of arts and craft journey of building our own version of Monopoly, which we called Sivopoly because her name's Sivan. And that's how we got to like kind of court and like really get to know each other. And this is a time as well where I'm just pumping out CDs for her, like mixed CDs. You make them on iTunes, you burn the CD, similar to a playlist, but I always had to make sure the songs transitioned well into each other. Like I don't never just dump songs into a playlist. It's all about the journey and the
flow,
transitions.
direction.
This guy gets it. So anyway, we're courting.
Tom feeling silly over here, like just smiling and just
you just chill, Tom.
Fuck yeah.
So we're starting to bond and get to know each other, and I finally say to her, I'm like, hey, like what's going on? Like, is something happening? And she really didn't want a boyfriend. She did not want a bar of it. So I sooked and left her alone for 6 months, which was probably the best thing I ever did, just to not be with anyone. And after 6 months, I was like, oh my God, I still really like her. And I saw Brene Brown's The Power of Vulnerability video for the first time. And I was like, whoa, I got to tell her how I feel. So I was out in the city and I messaged her and I was like, can I come over? I need to tell you something. And she's like, yeah, sure, come over. And it was like late at night, and I turn up, and she's very intimidating, like very cool, and like, yeah, like she scares people because she's so like hot and intimidating. Anyway, I was like, hey, I'm still crazy about you. I understand you might not want to be in a relationship, but I just have to tell you how I feel. Like I'm just so, I haven't stopped thinking about you, and I just want to put it out there. She pauses, gives me a big smooch, and then it's on. And we've been together for 13 years, 2 children together. So I wanted to speak about her because she's influenced my music a lot. Like, she's probably gotten me more into shoegaze. Do you know much about shoegaze?
Tom does now. Tom does now.
What do you know about shoegaze?
Oh, just like we had to do a desert island, like 3-track, 3 discographies you'd like to take with you. And I was just like, my last one, I was like, I could either go Arctic Monkeys or Alex Turner because of all the amazing reasons, the obvious ones. I was like, but there's this genre of shoegaze, and it was kind of like I could have a little play here and open up the audience to something new. And then I was like, no, but I actually really like this release. It's a band called Purex. And I explained, which I reckon you could do in better detail, where the name shoegaze comes from.
Well, I don't know where the name comes from, but surely it's connected to krautrock in some sort of way because it's...
Matt knows.
Matt?
So the term shoegaze was coined because, you know, how the guitarists have the genre has so many like layers of reverb and different distortions that they're using. They were so invested in these guitar pedals that were creating those noises. They were looking at their shoes and they were gazing at their shoes. Yeah, and that's where shoegaze started.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that's been an influence that you've inherited from your wife.
Yeah. Well, girlfriend. Even though we've been together for 13 years, I still call her my girlfriend, even though she's the mother of my children. So partner, but girlfriend makes it seem like it's like,
fun, man.
It's fun, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was like really big on Brian Jonestown Massacre, Spiritualized. So I'm going to play you a Spiritualized song. But then Tom, for your love, Nadia, I want to play a song from that era of Melbourne. So this is like French electro. Do you know Justice?
Yes.
So
and Nick Foley has given me the Wikipedia breakdown of this era of music and how the 2 scenes are like world leaders, and there was some weird crossover between France and Melbourne at that time.
Yes, and there were some great Melbourne bands like Midnight Juggernauts, and so I want to play a Justice song, which I think you'll really like, and that's another story of like a French love that I had, but we'll save that for another time. But so I want to play a song for Sivan and then play a song for the time I knew Nadia.
Here's the Orcs, my man. Take us away.
Thank you.